Hey, what's up guys? Today's another Thankful Thursday as I walk back home after some awesome tailgating. Anyway, so yeah, game day, woo woo! Back to the matter at hand. So, today's Thankful Thursday. There are a lot of things I'm thankful for with this being the first week back to school, but one thing in particular that came up while I was hanging out with my brothers up here is that I was running a lot of weakness and being vulnerable and all that fun and awesome stuff. So I think that being vulnerable to somebody else or to a group of people or just in general is a very good thing because it keeps you human and it makes sure that it keeps you honest too. Like, vulnerability, having the ability to be vulnerable to somebody else and for them to know your secrets and you to just trust them not to just blab them out to everybody, that shows a lot of strength. So, I know it kind of seems weird that vulnerability makes you stronger, but I don't know, it shows a lot of bravery in that you can trust somebody enough to be able to show them what your world is like, whether they know it or not on the surface. Now, kind of the reason why I thought about vulnerability for this Thankful Thursday, two things. Oh, there's my fingers, two things. Number one was that I feel very vulnerable to my brothers because they know a lot about me. Stuff that, like, maybe not tell everybody on the internet, so maybe it won't be mentioned in this, but yeah. But being able to be vulnerable and having that information out there, it shows how much trust that I have in them, and they make sure to reciprocate and they do the same thing for me. And I'm very honored that they trust me so much to do that, because we've had some very deep moments with absolutely fantastic conversations. I would have never thought that would happen in the group of people that I'm with, but yeah, gives you a whole nother level of trust with your guys, and I think that it's something that I am very honored to have with me. As well, this level of trust doesn't just have to be with like a large group where you're all just like, I tell you a bit, you tell me a bit, and we all get to know each other that way. I also had an experience this week where I talked to a friend of mine and she kind of really showed how much a friend that she was, because she actually asked me if I was okay and like about what my story is, and I was absolutely amazed by that, because honestly that doesn't happen very often to me. I like to ask what other people's stories are and I like to try and help them out, but I don't know, usually I find it as kind of a one-way street. I ask them and they kind of know, like they know a little bit about me, but they think that I'm just cool on the outside and that I really understand myself in that way, which I feel that I do. I definitely understand myself, but I also feel that there's this other level to it where it makes me appreciate the friends that I do have so much more when they ask questions like that and they're just like, are you okay? What's been going on with you? Like, not having all the focus on me talking to them, you know what I mean? So yeah, that made me feel very flattered, and it's something that doesn't happen often enough to me, at least in my personal opinion, but you know, this isn't the sob story kind of place. This is where I talk about awesome, happy stuff. So yeah, I am incredibly thankful for that. And that's kind of something I want to remind all of you guys who are watching, is that everybody has a story. And just because somebody might be very happy on the inside, oh, no, strike that. Just because someone's really happy on the outside and like they try to be super friendly and other stuff like that, doesn't always mean that they're perfect on the inside. They could be struggling through stuff too. And the opposite's also true, because just because somebody may not be like the nicest person all the time, doesn't mean that they have a good heart. Sometimes it's just harder to get to know somebody like that because a lot of people don't take the time for it. And I find that a real shame, because honestly, some of the rough-edged people in my life are some of the coolest, because after you get to know them, you're in the inner sanctum, as I like to call it, and there's just a higher level of friendship there. When you have to actually work for a friendship, it feels like there's so much more to it. And I'm really blessed to have friends like that in my life. So yeah, thankful working hard for my relationships, and even more so, I'm thankful that everybody has a story. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, and as always, keep smiling.